Here we are once again, another beautiful day in the woods. High in the mid-70s, low in the high 60s. Summertime's over, cloud coverage, but guess what? Humid AF. Nothing new, right? Alright, check it out. Last week we did a video titled Solo Overnighter in a Do-It-Yourself Bushcraft Shelter. And in that video, we went ahead and used bark from some of the trees to conserve our cordage. In a sense, made a natural shelter. And it got me thinking, why not have a goal in mind when you go out to conserve your resources no matter what? I know it sounds like common sense, but a lot of times common sense isn't common. And even me, I have to be reminded of that. So while we're out here, I'm thinking, why not roam around and find a perfect spot with debris everywhere and create a modified debris hut or a debris shelter? Let's get to it. Alright, so check this out. This is what I'm thinking right here. We got a tree right there, with a natural crotch or a wide branch coming off of it. And this huge tree right here. And looking around, there's debris everywhere. I mean, there's sticks, there's leaves. I mean, leaves have been falling here for years. And everything I need for building materials is right here. So I'm thinking, try to find some dead tree and break it off to the length that I want, lay it inside of that Y branch or that Y trunk, secure it to this pole over here or this tree, and simply pick up sticks and lean them against it, and then cover that bad boy with leaves. Natural shelter, that's best. Said it before and I'll say it again. This is the way. Alright, let's go ahead and pause for a minute. Check this out. The dry bag that you just seen is 20 liters. There's also a 10-liter dry bag. Both those dry bags, along with my infamous bedroll cook set, can be found on my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. All the rest of my gear can be found on my Amazon influencer page. Both links are found inside my description box, or simply go to corporalaf.com. things I do for you guys. Why? Because I love you. So far so good, and as always, we're looking outstanding. Shelter's done, we have our rock ring for our fire pit. I'm thinking fire and chow. Why? Because all that work, once again, made me hungry. But I came across this water source right here, and it got me thinking about something. One common theme that most YouTubers neglect, including myself, is how to properly collect water and then disinfect that water. So grab an ordinary shemagh and your favorite wide mouth stainless steel bottle. Let's do it. And last but not least, place your lid on tight and you're good to go. Now what occurred there? It's simple and straightforward, and it's not meant to insult anyone's intelligence. Someone's going to say, well, I can collect water all day. I don't need a class on that. Right, but there's some ways to make it easier and some ways to make it harder. Now, step one, find a water source. We did that. Step two, get a bandana or a shemagh. We have a shemagh. Place it over top of the bottle. Then simply immerse that bottle. I want to go typically about an inch below the surface. All you're doing is you're pre-straining or pre-screening that water to get any type of floating materials like leaves or moss, things like that, dead bugs, from entering that bottle. Again, simple and straightforward. Once the bottle's full, cap it off, head back to camp. Let's go ahead and head back, and then once we're there, we'll talk about disinfecting that water. Check this out. We're heading back to camp to disinfect that dirty water. I glance over my right shoulder to that pond behind me, and something catches my eye. Check out the size of this fish. Probably a warmouth or a large bluegill, but I'm guaranteeing you I'll be coming back here and revisiting this place. This is the kind of pond that you find that has water all year round, and it happens to be a gold mine, a diamond in the rough, if you will. Check this bad boy out. Alright, so part one, we collected our water. Part two is making that water safe to drink, and there's two ways: disinfection and purification. We're choosing to disinfect that water. Now the real quick difference is, when you disinfect something, you kill or render inert viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and parasites. They're still in the water, you can't see them, but they're dead. When you purify something, you actually remove viruses, bacteria, protozoa, parasites, pharmaceutical waste, radiation, petroleum products, things like that. So we're going to disinfect this water by boiling. Now there's two key elevations you have to be aware of. For elevations less than 6,500 feet, bring to a rolling boil for 1 minute. 6,500 feet and above, rolling boil for 3 minutes. Now what is a rolling boil? It's where the bottom is being churned upwards, and it's extremely aggravated, large bubbles. Turn from the bottom up, a rolling boil. Yeah. We'll go with the old modified turd Ferguson. And as always, if we can do this, we can do anything. Let's talk about the shelter really quick. It is a simple debris shelter, a low profile debris shelter. I have enough room here where I can turn on my side, sleep on my side and be good to go. It's not a debris hut. If it was a debris hut, I would be completely entombed inside this. It's the end of summer, it's still about 85% humidity out here, and I'll be sweating all night. So this right here, probably without a blanket, and I'll be good to go. Let's go ahead and pause one more time. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring the bell, please select all notifications. And do me an extra favor. Take it a step further. Go to your phone, download the free YouTube app, and sign in. Once you do that, you're going to receive push notifications about my future videos. And there's our rolling boil. Now, remove that container, let it cool down for 35 to 45 minutes, and you're good to go. And just like that, you have water. Now it's chow time. For this, I'm thinking bacon chili cheese dogs, Corporal style. Well, here goes. Bacon chili cheese dogs, Corporal style. Oh my God. I always end up saying it. This is the best so far. And then next week, wah, wah, wah. Messy AF, but perfection. Catch you all in a minute. Oh. That heartburn I'm going to get in about 30 minutes to an hour, well worth it. No regrets. Zero. Bacon chili cheese dogs. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and kick this off. Merchandise and logos. Okay, so I talked about that last week. I said give me about 2-3 weeks. Everything's going as planned. No new updates. We're still heading in that direction. Once that drops and I got my logo on merchandise, I'll go ahead and drop some emails or make a video or do an overnighter and say, hey, guess what? Boom, here it is. So like I said, no new updates on that, but we're heading in that direction. Give me another couple of weeks and you're good to go. Next thing, talked about this last week as well. Online classroom. I mentioned a long time ago, it's going to be on a website called Thinkific, and it's not set up yet. I'll say it again, it's not set up yet. So people are going to go there and say, I went to Thinkific, it wasn't there. It's because it's not set up yet. Once it's set up and there are several classes on there, I'll drop an email or I'll send a video out and say, hey, boom, the website's up, check it out. What's going to happen is my current website, corporalaf.com, once again, corporalaf.com, you go to that website and on there you'll see my Amazon influencer page, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. You're going to see my classroom link on there as well. So everything's going to be funneled through Corporal AF. So once it's up, you'll see it on there, or I'll tell you, hey, it's on there, check it out. Once again, you check out corporalaf.com and there's your links right there. Now, speaking of my website, corporalaf.com, okay, there's an email list. Now, people have told me several times that they're on the email list and they're not getting any emails. Okay, here's why. Check your spam box. For some reason, the notifications are going to the spam box. Currently, there's over 8,000 people on the email list. Every time I drop a video, boom, it goes out to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people. Okay, so if you're not getting notifications from YouTube, if you're not getting notifications from me, get on the email list and you're guaranteed to get one from me. If you haven't gotten one, check your spam box. And last but not least, my usual thank you. Thank you to all my new subs. You guys are in for a hell of a ride. All my old subs, thank you for sticking around. Once again, without you all, I'm nothing. I enjoy coming out here doing this. This is my full-time job now, and I would like to keep doing this for eternity. But that's where you guys come in. All I can do is supply great content, and then it's up to you guys to watch and share it. So I ask, I'm there for you every week. If you could be there for me every week, it'd be outstanding. I appreciate it. That's the extent of the fire right there. Cooking chow, and that is it. Boom. It's supposed to drop down to about 61, and right now it's about probably 90. Zero airflow. It's hot, humid, muggy. Ugh. Oh man. Time on deck is 0. I don't want to get up. Believe it or not, it's actually comfortable in here. It was warm, humid till about, I don't know, like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then it just started cooling down. It's actually pretty cool this morning. It's probably high 50s, so. I get my lazy butt up, because if I don't get up, I'm not gonna get up. Death Wish coffee. And as you can see, not even this can kill me. Immune AF. It's actually not that bad. This is definitely going to be on the Amazon influencer page, so check it out. Death Wish coffee. Let's go ahead and talk about that debris shelter over there, the low profile debris shelter. Now I chose that because I was on this kick of conserving your resources, conserving your cordage, and as you can see, we use absolutely no cordage and very little cutting. A few pieces I had to cut. The main ridge pole, I had to cut that. The rest of them we snapped off on this tree right here, with this little crotch of this Y branch, Y trunk area. So if you absolutely had to, well, first off, if you have to do something like this, you're very, very ill prepared, and death should be probably imminent. It's going to happen. Because you should have your kit with you, your minimum kit at all times. But if you have to do something like this, or if you choose to do something like this to conserve resources, it's a good exercise. Get out there and give it a shot. Now the difference was, this was a debris shelter. A debris hut would be covered on all sides, even the front, and you basically entomb yourself inside there, and most of the time it's for the winter time. You want a good 2 or 3 feet of debris all the way around that, encapsulating you inside there to conserve that body heat. But last night, again, it was 85% humidity till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then it dipped down to 51 degrees. So one side like this, I was good to go. In the future, once it kind of cools down, we'll go ahead and revisit this and do a traditional debris shelter. Welcome back. Last night, a low-profile debris shelter was outstanding. Why? Because I made it. Alright, check it out. Seriously, make it a personal goal whenever you go out in the woods to conserve your resources. You're not only going to extend the life expectancy of those items, but they'll be there when you need them. Something to think about. Alright, as always, all the gear in my video can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon influencer page, or 2, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. Both links can be found inside my description box, or simply go to corporalaf.com. Once you're there, do yourself a favor. Get on my personal email list. This way I can notify you when a new video drops. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.